And a welcome into those just joining us. We're just getting started here in the first with no score. Now batting, Lorenzo Cain. He will lead this one off today. Strike two as that's taken on the outside part of the plate. This is foul right side. Very nice afternoon, high skies and 77 degrees at game time. And this is lifted high in the air down the right field line. But this will land untouched. The 1-2 is a swing and a miss. That's strike three. Ready now, Eric Sogard.
The third baseman, number 7, Eric.
Now the 1-1 pitch. Waves and misses for strike number 2. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes is Mr. Earl Hendricks.
Hey, D-Roll, Earl Hendricks, he's not a guy that gets a lot of complaints by either players or pitchers. He's a pretty good umpire.
Yeah, Dan, Earl's got a great track record in his sport. He's pretty consistent, and overall, he's been a fair umpire.
So it's a backwards K on the changeup that time. Eric Sogard is the second out of the opening frame, and he fouls this one off. Another try at 2-2. And he struck him out. So a fine inning here as he strikes out this side in order. Into the box, Jackie Bradley Jr. He enters play 6th in the American League in the batting race.
There's no way you could afford.
Smoke the other way, high and deep to left. He's through first and hustling for second. Not quite out of here. It's off the out-of-town scoreboard. And the Red Sox have something going. It's a leadoff double.
The second baseman, Michael Davis.
Into the box, Michael Chavis. A swing and a drive sent out toward the gap. And this will get down and make its way to the monster for extra bases. And they're going to take a 1-0 lead as the run comes across to score.
Every manager and every pitcher in the league loves to play with an early lead, and they've got one here. Back-to-back doubles put them up by a run with the opportunity to stretch the lead here with another dangerous hitter set to step up.
Into the box now, Alex Verdugo. Oh, and he hammers it to deep right field. And, oh, he missed a home run by a matter of feet. It's off the wall.
When he started this game, giving up 3 extra base hits in the opening frame was not what he had in mind. He could still settle down and turn things around on the mound, but the way it's going right now, this has the makings of a start he's going to want to forget.
Here now is Rafael Devers. RBI opportunity for him here, and he's the guy you want at the plate as he currently leads the American League in runs driven in. Line toward the alley in left center, and this ought to plate a couple as this ball's down for extra bases. The relay, scrambling back to third. He's in there. As also on the play, a run comes across to score.
The pitchers jumped out of the frying pan and into the fire here. A second run scores, and now he's got 2 men in scoring position and is danger of letting this thing get completely away from him. We'll see if he can put out the fire here or if the inferno rages on.
Digging in, Xander Bogaerts, and he's the right man for the job with runners in scoring position as he ranks 5th in the AL in RBIs entering play.
Yeah, he's definitely been one of the best run producers in the sport over the last several weeks. I'm sure his teammates are hoping he can keep this up all the way into the fall.
And he'll make it into score. It's a sac fly and an RBI, and it's now a 3-0 ball game. That was a really tough play, so we want to take another look at it with Show Track. He got a solid read off the bat. The route efficiency was good, and he ended up covering more than 120 feet to make that play. Really remarkable. And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez. He's come up big in spots like this more than once this year. Currently second in the AL in RBIs.
Yeah, this guy's been really good as of late. 7 runs batted in his last 10 games.
Into the slide, and he comes up with a great catch for the second out. And the runner from third crosses the plate. That makes it a 4. Nothing ball game. Now the Red Sox DH, Bobby Dalbec, having a very nice year, currently second in the American League in batting average entering play. Seared down the first baseline. The 1-2. Hit sharply toward the right side. Yelich is there, and he puts it away to stop the ball. Set for the start of the inning, and in at the plate steps Keston Hiura. Popped into the air, back behind second. Chavis has a play, looks it into his glove, and there's one gone. So here's Avisail Garcia. He's assuming the role of DH in this interleague matchup.
Yeah, Matt, that's one of the funny things about National League teams playing in AL ballparks. All of a sudden, the lineup kind of changes dramatically. But the cool thing is it gets more guys a chance to get some at-bats or time in the field.
Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Popped up. Chavis calls for it, and he brings it in for the second out of the inning. Here's Jed Jerko now, and he's been a tough out these past couple of weeks, as the numbers there tell you the whole story. Sharp ground ball to third, and the inning will continue as that's through for a 2-out hit.
You know, D-Row, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though, he must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on you. 6-hole guy was locked and loaded.
Swung on and missed, and that's the final out of the inning. At the plate, Josh Bell. He carries the 8th best average in the American League entering play.
Boy, and also right up among the leaders in home runs and RBIs. This guy's having an epic season, and he has an outside shot to win the Triple Crown.
Drilled on the ground to short. Garcia fields it cleanly, and that's the first out. Coming to the plate now, Christian Vasquez. He had a couple of hits in that ball game last night. Hit the other way out toward right field. Under it is Yelich, and there are 2 away now. So here now is Jackie Bradley. He scored a run after stroking a double in his first at-bat.
And he's got to build off that last AB.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. A solo shot off the bat of Jackie Bradley Jr. Number 10 for him on the year, as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Well, how do you beat the shift? You hit it over the shift, of course. You can't play guys up in the sky, so he lifts this one up and out of here.
To the plate now, Michael Chavis. This is skied into the air to straightaway center. Kane is under it, and that ends the inning. Now in the box, Manny Pena is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. And a ball popped foul to the right side, out of play. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Boy, there's the perfect pitch right there. The straight changeup. He hadn't used it yet in this at bat. And what does he do? He uses it, pulls the string, and gets the big strikeout.
And here's a pitch swung on and missed. 1-2 now.
He is in complete command out on the mound today. He's got all four corners locked in, and now he's raising eye levels to boot.
And he'll try to hold back, but he won't be able to, as that's ruled a swing, and there are 2 away now. So 2 away in the Brewers' half of the third, and that'll bring up Lorenzo Cain. Good spot for the change there, and that'll knock things up at 2-2.
Man, this has been a game filled of a lot of swings and misses. Not very many confident swings in this.
And we'll have to leave it there, as this is strike 3. And
back here now as the Red Sox are ready to bat in the third inning, and as they do, it's worth mentioning that their lineup has been one of the best in baseball this year. In fact, with the highest team batting average, on-base percentage, and slugging percentage in all of Major League Baseball, it's probably safe to say they have the absolute best offense in the sport these days. As one player told me earlier, yeah, I mean, you don't have to dig too deep into the stats to understand the level we're playing at. We have a special group, we know it, and we still think we can get better. Safe to say no one else around the league hopes they can, guys.
all right, Heidi, thank you. This one is launched. Look at this. And that is over the wall into the Red Sox bullpen. It's a home run. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers. Home run number 16 for him on the year. As they pile on, it's now 6-0. I'm sure you know what's coming after that bomb. That's right. Let's check it out on Show Track. And as the numbers come in, we see it was projected at over 450 feet. An incredible home run to watch. Brett Anderson is going to come on to pitch here, and in just the third inning, you have to think he'll be asked to eat some innings. At the plate now, Xander Bogaerts. Here's another one that's drilled. This one to left. Gone. Back-to-back homers. It's a solo shot for Xander Bogaerts. 19th home run for him on the season as this lead swells to 7-0.
I guess the pitchers haven't been talking in the dugout because it looks like they've learned nothing about this guy. He's torched them for 4 home runs this series, and they're still giving him pitches to hit.
Stepping in now, J.D. Martinez. Hit on the ground to third. Fielded by Sogard. Throw gets him. 2 down. Now at the plate, Bobby Dahlbeck hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, he hit it hard. That's all you can ask. You can't control the results sometimes, Matty. Just don't.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. Here's Eric Sogard. Now the payoff pitch home. He is swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Now back.
And that'll bring up Keston Hiura. Comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
Yeah.
2-2. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. 3 up, 3 down for Milwaukee. They're down. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And digging into bat next, the big bat of Josh Bell. This is line to left. Braun is right there as he puts it away. No problem for the first out.
Well, this one was squared up pretty good, but just like pitchers give up hits on well-executed pitches, batters make outs on balls they couldn't have hit much better.
Hard on the ground towards short. Oh, and he can't come up with it. And the recovery's too late as he's able to beat the throw to first. Here's Jackie Bradley now. In his career against Brett Anderson, he's gone 2 for 8. He's taken him deep once. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get it triple.
Yeah, that you said it, D-Roll. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
In now, Michael Chavis. Line to the right side. A leaping try, but it's out of his reach and into the outfield.
Nice piece of hitting right there. Looked like the guy on second had to respect it and freeze a little bit.
They had to freeze there for a second to make sure that line drive gets down, but eventually does get to third base.
Into the box, Alex Verdugo. Line drive, base hit to right. And they'll extend their lead even further as the runs in to score from third. It's 8-0. Absolutely scorched that base hit. Worthy of some show track love, and as you see it, it came off the bat at 110 miles an hour. That's definitely squaring a ball up. At the plate, Rafael Devers. A line shot to third base.
Now batting.
So 2 gone now here in the Red Sox 4th. And that'll bring up the shortstop and one of the better 2-strike hitters in baseball, Xander Bogaerts.
The last at bat, Matty D, we heard this guy's a good fastball hitter.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. All ready to go in the top of the 5th. And that'll bring up Avisail Garcia. In for strike 2. Little chopper back to the mound. And the leadoff man in the inning will get the job done here. It's an infield. Hold on here, though. That was really a close play, so they're checking to see if they want to challenge that safe call. And indeed, they will elect to challenge the call. So the umpires on replay duty in Manhattan will review the play from all available angles to come to a final decision.
All right, so here's one final look at it. Now remember, there has to be indisputable video evidence in order to overturn the call. He was called safe and probably could go either way, but I don't think there's enough right here to change the call.
And we'll get our answer here as the headsets come off, and the runner is safe. So the ruling is confirmed, and they'll lose the ability to challenge for the remainder of the game. Into the box now, Jed Jerko, and it's fouled away. The 1-2. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul. No runs, 2 hits, 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Easy take there as the off-speed pitch misses well inside. Hard hit ball to short. The second for 1. On to first, and they turn the double play.
The left fielder, number 8.
So base is empty now after the double play, and that'll bring forth the veteran outfielder, Ryan Braun. Fouled off. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. And it's to 2-2 now with the bases empty and 2 gone here in the inning. This is on the ground over to first, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is set now for the bottom of the 5th, and that'll bring up the dangerous bat of J.D. Martinez. On a line. That's a base hit into left field.
There's another line drive leadoff single right now. I mean, they've had an unbelievable scouting report on these pitchers today. They are finding barrels. They are not trying to do too much. Guys are staying in the big part of the field and hitting everything on the screws.
And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
Standing in now, Josh Bell. Hit out towards second. Barehanded for 1. On to first, and they get the double play.
Now batting,
Ready once again, Christian Vasquez. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Kane is under it. And that ends the inning. Red Sox. Top half of the 6th about to get started. And up next is the catcher, Manny Pena. And he struck him out. The 10th victim set down on strikes thus far. Striding in, Orlando Arcia. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, but it was a good changeup, Matty. Good arm action on that pitch. Look for him to try and stay back a little bit more. Let the ball get a little deeper. Don't be shocked if this pitcher tries to rush a heater right here.
Softly hit toward the hole. And that is going to sneak on through into right. It's a 1-out single.
the center fielder, number 6.
To the plate now, Lorenzo Cain, a bouncer up the middle. One there. On to first, it's a double play. As their woes continue, the inning is over. None left for Milwaukee. Still 8-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Jackie Bradley Jr. He singled his last time up. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first in time, one away.
Now batting, second baseman.
So here's Michael Chavis now. Hit fairly well out towards straightaway center. Cain is back, and he'll get there to make the play for route number 2.
No right fielder.
Two men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo. Now a ball lined toward the alley in left center. Braun will get there, and he puts it away to retire. 7th inning ready to.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one.
Let's play ball. Your attention, please.
He's set. Here comes the 1-1. Fouled away. And he fouls this one off. He's set, and the 1-2 pitch.
No, that's it.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
And a full count to Cain. 3 balls and 2 strikes.
Not a time to fool around right now on a 3-2 count with the middle part of the order coming up. Expect a good pitch to swing at.
High in the air down the right field line. But this is going to wind up a foul ball. He's set. Here's the 3-2. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. And that nearly would have gotten him on the board. Instead, it's a long foul ball. And he finally wears him down here as he strikes him out after a 9-pitch at bat. And here's Christian Yelich now. He's newly entered into the ball game, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. And it's fouled away. Tough curveball that time, but he's able to make a little contact to keep this at bat going. The 1-2. No runs, 3 hits. 1 error thus far in the game for Milwaukee. Able to protect the plate with 2 strikes, and he'll see another one. Just inside, not by much. It's 2-2.
This is exactly the reason why this guy has been so successful and has played this game so long, scrambling pitch after pitch, making this guy work out on the mound.
Set to deal on 2-2. And he finally wins the battle as this is swung on and missed for the 2nd out.
No problems for him on the mound since he's come out of the pen to start this inning. That's back-to-back Ks, and he's making it look pretty easy. This has the makings of a good outing so far.
Maybe trying to back him up a bit there with the fastball.
I think when a team starts struggling, certainly offensively, it's just guys try and play above their pay grade. Know who the best players are in the lineup and try and get on base to set them up.
Their count now at 2-2. Grounded back up the middle. Throw on to Bell at first, and the side is retired. Rafael Devers the next to bat. He's newly entered into the ballgame, so this will be his first trip to the plate here in inning number 7. Here is a ground ball now for the shortstop to the right of second. And the throw to first is in time, 1 gone. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. He's been a major factor in the series with 4 hits and 6 RBIs. On the ground and right at the shifted infielders. And a base hit into left field, so they've got themselves a 1-out base runner. And that, as you see, will extend his hitting streak to an even 30 ball games. That is some month of baseball.
D-Row, I'm going to have to ask you about this. Is that kind of the number when you start thinking about
a swing and a drive sent out toward the gap? Yelich going back, and this will kick up against the wall near the Red Sox bullpen. Runner takes the turn at second on his way to third, and he's safe.
And I think that may have been a situation where the runner on first was waiting to see if the ball was going to get down or not. If there were 2 outs, he most likely scores there. Instead, he has to hold at third. Can't really fault him for that, though.
In now, Bobby Dahlbeck. Shot towards second, and a leaping effort there, but this is down into right center, a base hit. In to score is the runner from third, make it 9-0.
Yeah, Matt, hard to stay focused on the game when the score is this far out of hand, especially when you're on the losing side of it. Even as broadcasters, it can be a little bit challenging to stay fully dialed in.
So now to the plate, Josh Bell. On the ground to second base. This could be 2. There's 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the... So here is Avisail Garcia, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. And a good take there will net him a base runner as it's ball 4 now to start the 8th inning. Stepping in, Jed Jerko. A 1-1 count. Here's the pitch.
Nope, ball.
Sometimes you got to be aggressive offensively, but sometimes you just let the pitcher dig his own grave. Patience and discipline seem to be the way to go right here.
Lays off the changeup, and he's ahead in the count now, 3-1.
This situation right here reminds me of sitting on the bench talking to John Smoltz, Hall of Famer. He would always say, even though the situation looked bad, a pitcher is 1 pitch away from getting himself out of a tough jam.
High and deep down the left field line, and that will end up a foul ball. Another payoff pitch. Into center field, line drive base hit.
Hey, this might be their best opportunity to at least get on the board. They've been struggling offensively, and they find themselves with...
Your attention,
The 1-1.
Boy, the Brewers haven't done much up to this point. They need to get something going, and they need to get it going right now.
And a changeup swung on and missed for the first out.
It's been a really rough day for this lineup. There's really no other way to say it. Not a lot of good scoring opportunities, and when they've had them, like right now, it's just been an uphill battle for them to make anything positive happen.
The count is 2-2 to the Brewers catcher. Has a look, now the pitch. Fouled off. And he strikes him out as well. So make it back-to-back punch-outs here to the first two men he faces out of the bullpen.
The batter, number 3.
Next to bat, Orlando Arcia. And you see that average below the dreaded Mendoza line. And this is low, ball 2. 2-1. Brewers shortstop ahead with a 3-1 count.
There isn't a hitter alive that doesn't love hitting in fastball counts like 3-1. It's usually a pretty fruitful count in terms of getting a pitch to drive.
On to first, and the Brewers are turned away as the inning is strand a couple. They're down 9-0. Settling in now, Christian Vasquez, and he's getting his first plate appearance here in the 8th after entering off the bench just a little bit ago. Kane going back, still ranging back. Gone! So it's a solo shot to dead center. 8th home run on the season for him as this lead got even wider.
Wow, not every call is going to go your way, and there are some pitchers that pitchers think are pitchers' pitches, and you don't get that, and it puts you in a bad spot, and you can tell that it affected him. He was fuming, and he really wanted that last pitch, and the result, he lost focus and made another bad pitch.
At the plate, Jackie Bradley Jr. hit back. Oh, and that's off the second base bag. And that finds its way through for a base hit. And they won't get an out from this as he's able to reach on a play that you just don't see very often.
Nice execution right there, Dan. Kept his front shoulder in, kept his hands inside the baseball, and ripped the base hit up the middle.
If you're a pitcher right there, you can't get discouraged. Sometimes even when you make a good pitch, the ball's going to find a hole somewhere. That one right up the middle.
A swing and a shot hit down the corner, but it bends just foul into the second deck. He's set. Here's the 3-2. Is swung on and driven out to right center field. A ball that's well hit. Kane going back at the track. The wall. Gone into the home bullpen for a home run. So it's a 2-run shot to right center. Home run number 5 on the year as the blowout continues.
Another excellent swing right there. That's multiple home runs in the same inning. Watch yourself. You're missing over the heart of the plate.
So with a left-handed hitter waiting, they'll go to their own left-hander out of the bullpen.
Number 58, Alex Claudio.
Stepping in now, Alex Verdugo. And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Claudio is among a dying breed, those lefty specialists whose roles are changing with the new rules around reliever usage. Now that ball is smoked, carrying to deep left, but it bangs off the out-of-town scoreboard.
Sometimes when a reliever comes in a game, he wants to get that first strike so bad that he serves one up, and that's exactly what happens here. The first batter he faces just rockets one off the wall, and now he's got to worry about another base hit, potentially bringing home a run.
Into the box now, Rafael Devers. He takes it to the opposite field, high and deep to left. Braun is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. Throw back to second, and that's a double play.
The batter, number 2.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now.
Xander Bogaerts.
Set. Here's the 3-1. High and deep to right center. After it is Yelich. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. 2 home runs in the inning lead to 3 runs on the scoreboard. In now is Lorenzo Cain, starting things for his side in the 9th as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point. These guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional.
Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
The third baseman, number 7.
At the plate, Eric Sogard. The 1-2. He swung on and missed. He got him on strikes.
Well, you gotta love a live young arm. He's got an electric fastball. And if he can learn to harness that and work in his solid secondary stuff, he's going to have a really nice career on the mound. Not everyone is gifted with a fastball like that.
1-2 for Christian Yelich. The Brewers down to their final strike. Now a fastball, but that's easy to lay off, and it's back to even at 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
Not in time, and he's in there with a double.
This game might be over for all intents and purposes, but somebody forgot to tell this guy. He's a grinder, and he's going to approach every at-bat like it's his last. Does it again here and delivers a double into the gap.
To the plate now, Keston Hiura. No offer on that one. 2 balls and a strike.
2-1's the count.
On the ground to the right side. Throw on to first, and the Red Sox continue the roll they've been on. 7 straight victories now as this ball game is over.
Wow, what a week for these guys. Talk about firing on all cylinders. Winners of an amazing 7 games in a row. They say to never question the streak, and these guys aren't. They're just enjoying this ride.
12-0, the rather convincing shutout final score. Boston with a division-leading 60th team win this year. Eduardo Rodriguez earns his 6th winning decision in this one. Adrian Hauser couldn't get out of the first in this one as he takes the loss. So that just about does it for Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Heidi Watney down on the field, and the rest of our crew. I'm Matt Vasgersian. Thanks for watching MLB Network.
Time of the ball game, 3 hours and 32 minutes. Our Fenway Park paid attendance this